Hi there, Searcher Anglers. Steve Carson here on the Searcher. It's a beautiful day. We're getting ready for the season, and we cannot imagine that anything could be better than last year, but I'm counting on the fact that it will be better than last year. And last year was pretty good. A lot of you that used to fish for other things in freshwater or in saltwater in other areas, you're just getting ready to come down and fish in San Diego seriously. How could you not? You want to make sure that even though there's a variety of different tackle that you want to have for tuna, you want to make sure that you have the most important single all-around outfit that you can have when you come out on the Searcher or any other boat in San Diego fishing for tuna. Now, sometimes the tuna can be 20 pounds, sometimes they can be 200 pounds. Most times there's something in between. I would say on average there may be 30 to 50, 30 to 60 pounds. That's a good average. That's a beautiful, beautiful fish. The outfit that you want to make sure that you have is your 40-pound rig. This happens to be a Penn Fathom 25 narrow. It's a 2-speed. Push the little button in for low, twist a little twisty for high, and let me tell you, when you hook a bigger tuna, you're very, very happy that you have that low speed when you push that button in. We call it the easy button. The way I've got the reel rigged up is I've got it filled about 3/4 of the way up with 65-pound test braid. It'll hold somewhere in the area of around 350 yards of that. And then on top of that, I've got about 25 to maybe 50 yards of 40-pound test monofilament. And then, I don't think you can see this, but there's a little knot there. And that, by the way, those of you that like to look up knots on YouTube, that is a 4-turn surgeon's knot that matches about 3 to 5 feet of fluorocarbon. And Captain Art will tell you, make sure that you put the knot as long as possible, but it doesn't go in your tip when you cast. And if you forget, Art will remind you. Trust me on that. And then for most of your fly lining, you're going to use an Owner Mutu circle hook, a small size. That's a number 2. Sometimes we'll even use a number 4, that Owner Mutu circle. Number 2, number 4, it is just magic because it's small enough to fool the tuna and big enough that when you think you're fishing for 30 pounders and you hook a 100-pounder, it'll still hold them. And this rig, I hesitate to say this is really a rig that you would use for 100-pound tuna, but if you hook one with it, you've got a more than reasonable chance of landing him. And again, with those 30 to 60 pounders that are just average the last couple of years in San Diego, it's really been pretty amazing. This will certainly land it. Also, sometimes the tuna, amazingly enough, prefer jigs to live bait, and one of the most popular jigs is a dart type jig. Some people call them cold snipers. They go by a lot of different brand names. That's the Williamson Gomame, happens to be my favorite. And we learned last year that Gomame means small dried sardine, so there you have it. But the fish think it's a real sardine, and any of these small dart type jigs, the smaller ones, 80 grams or so, they fish perfectly on this 40-pound rig. So don't leave home without it. Your 40-pound rig, come on out on the Searcher. Maybe I'll see you there.